Hello, welcome to my channel. I am the Recipe Rater, where I rate other people's recipes to let you know if they're any good or not. I am inspired today to do Dead Greg's Chicken a la King. So I've got some chicken, I've got some onions and mushrooms, and some Worcestershire sauce. Let's get started. Now you want to chop up a whole onion, dice it up real nice like I have with this. I'm going to do the same thing with a green pepper. One thing I forgot to say too is this requires frozen peas, and I believe, even though they don't talk about why, I believe it matters because the frozen peas will give the right texture once you're done eating it. Otherwise, if you use canned peas, it's going to be mushy. Alright, got my garlic now. I'm going to be sauteing the vegetables first with this, after I toast my garlic just for a little bit. I'm using this stainless steel pan today because eventually everything's going to combine together in one harmonious pot. So I will take my vegetables out temporarily so I can cook the chicken and also get the roux ready that they suggest. Alright, I'm adding the mushrooms now. Those mushrooms will shrink. I didn't want to add the mushrooms right off the bat with the onions and peppers because otherwise everything would get mushy. So after it has been cooking long enough to where it's nice and tender, we're going to discard this into a separate container so I can get the chicken cooked next. Chicken's looking pretty good. I'm going to take this out temporarily so I can get the roux going and then combine everything back together. If I recall, you're supposed to have everything together and you're supposed to have about half a stick of butter. I have made some of the proportions bigger than what the recipe originally said because I have a family of 4 to feed with this. You can get this golden brown or whatever version of roux you want it to be, but it always looks weird when I do this. I haven't done this since the sausage potato soup recipe I did before. Alright, let's get some milk in there. I'm going to get my Worcestershire sauce here in a minute, and I'm going to combine everything together. Yeah, you want to do all one pot. That's very important. The beauty about the milk here is it's not only going to thicken up with this roux, but at the same time, any stuff that's stuck at the bottom of your pan will loosen up and add to that flavor. So definitely cook in the same pot. That's very, very important. Alright, mixing this all together. I might even have to add a little bit more milk, to be honest, because it's thicker than I thought it would be. But I also want to get mixed together the peas I'm going to be doing here in a second. Alright, add Worcestershire sauce. After I mix this around a little bit more, and it cooks on medium-low, I'm going to add my peas. And then just have this cook on low for a little bit so that everything melds together. I have a 2-pound bag, and I'm not going to add this whole bag. I might have gotten away with doing a 1-pound bag, the whole thing, but again, like I said, you want frozen peas because otherwise these peas are going to get mushy, and you don't want that. The other stuff's got to meld together and just be all a part of that good flavor, good stuff. I'm going to just add a tiny bit more milk. Just because I added more stuff than what Dead Greg had said. Just because I'm feeding a family of 4 and I kind of want leftovers, quite frankly. So I'll let you know how this tastes when I have this done cooking. It's thickened up. I've got some rice scooped up in my bowl. So I'm just going to scoop up right here. I'll probably add some green onion for personal flavor and preference later. Let's give it a go. Again, Dead Greg said rice, but you can also do noodles if you really want to. So let's give this a go. Well, that is so good. This would be great, especially on a winter day, because the creaminess of the sauce from the chicken and all the vegetables are just comforting is the best word I can use for it. I definitely give this a 5 out of 5. I think my family's gonna love it. My daughter is literally begging me to give her some, so we better hop to it. Thanks, guys, for watching. Till next time on the Recipe Raider.